Welcome back to another video. We have some crazy drama from over the weekend, leading into Monday. Well, I guess today. It looks like Max Verstappen and Jos Verstappen, especially Jos Verstappen, has a bone to pick with Christian Horner, which is something that I kind of saw coming, but not really. I mean, after the recent allegations with Christian Horner and him being cleared by Red Bull, there's a lot of people saying that they're going to leave or they might depart, including Adrian, which is their engineer who designs the car. Um, and this is something that might affect this season a lot. And with Ford coming into the Red Bull team, and I think 2026, and they're attempting or considering wanting to not do this deal anymore if Christian Horner stays the team principal over at Red Bull. That is something that we need to take into consideration for the long haul and just in this season. Joss had a meeting with totowolff over this weekend in Bahrain and said that is it possible for Max to go to Mercedes? And totowolff said anything is possible. And just a couple days ago, I thought Vettel might be having this seat, as Totowolff came out and said he was looking for experience, not necessarily new age. So we could be seeing. I thought we were going to see Vettel maybe in that seat, but I guess it looks like it might be Max Verstappen going either sooner this season or the start of 2025 if Christian Horner does not depart from the team. And from Red Bull's standpoint, I don't understand why they're not like taking this all under, like, why would you lose three of your best people on Red Bull just for one guy? I just don't think it's worth it. I don't understand why they are like losing all of this stuff over one guy. I mean, Christian Horner, you're going to lose your best driver. You're going to lose your best engineer, the person who's been designing the car for Max to do what he's been doing. I just don't think it's smart, and I don't think it's something that they should be doing. I think they should just let Christian Horner go, and Christian Horner should be a man about it, and he should see that the Red Bull team is being torn apart and just separate from the team. Because I just don't think it's very. It's okay. I don't think it's okay for him to stick around and just not have any penalties after those allegations. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen the Google Drive or if you've even looked into it, but the Google Drive shows a lot of evidence against Christian Horner. And as a team principal, as someone as a figure like that on such a massive team, I mean, they're back-to-back world champions. You need to have responsibility and accountability on your team, and they're just not holding Christian Horner to that. We don't want Red Bull to fall apart all because of one man when they can just easily replace him. I mean, Red Bull has a great strategist they could bring up, some great engineers they could bring up. It's just not worth it. Why put your whole team at jeopardy for one guy? I mean, Checo's probably going to leave at the end of this season, and I mean, if you look at it, if Checo leaves and Max leaves, we might have two new seats here at Red Bull in 2025, which would make the grid very interesting. I think if both of them leave, Daniel Ricciardo definitely will take a seat. Yuki will not be taking the Red Bull seat. I think as soon as they get with Ford, if they get with Ford at this point, I think they're going to drop Yuki. Yuki over at the Racing Bulls is just not performing the way that he should be, and he just doesn't have the cool mind. To keep his nerves under control on the track. And as an F1 driver in the pinnacle of motorsport, you need to make sure that you are doing that and keeping yourself under check, especially on national television. I mean, those radios are definitely going to get leaked and put out there and broadcasted to the live television, so you got to be careful on what you're saying. But yeah, that's and then apparently the FIA team principal, or not team principal, the FIA president is under investigation for giving Fernando Alonso. There was a 10-second penalty he was given back in Abu Dhabi, I think for touching a car or something like that. But either way, people are upset that he had interfered with it. He was trying to overrule the 10-second penalty, which would have changed the outcome of the race. So it's just kind of interesting to see all of this come out in the first weekend. I mean, the Bahrain Grand Prix is pretty straightforward. Max won by a landslide. We saw some good teams up there, but I just think that they're throwing it away um, for what? This is the opening weekend. We have all this drama. I'm really excited to see where the season goes and see what happens. It's just kind of crazy that to think that Christian Horner might be the downfall of Red Bull, because he was like a second dad to Max. At least that's what I thought him of as prior to the allegations and prior to the winter session coming to a close. He was very much like a a father figure and a great team principal, a great inspiration, has a beautiful family, and he now might be the reason that Red Bull just completely tanks, falls apart, and maybe end up in the back of the midfield at this point because Joss just isn't having it. And he said that his son will be stepping away from Red Bull if Joss is not removed. Now, I don't think that's Joss's call to make. It's ultimately Max's decision, but Max really hasn't come forth and like supported him publicly. He hasn't really come out and said that he stands behind Christian Horner, which is also what the FIA president told Max to do. Apparently, four times asked him to support Christian Horner and back him. And I haven't seen it once. So clearly, there's some sort of opinion there between Max and Christian. I mean, you barely saw Christian at the celebrations over in Bahrain. And Joss apparently will not be going to the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix, continuing with this like debacle they're having. So that's kind of the drama we have. The Monday I woke up and all this drama is going on all over the place that Max might go to Mercedes because, I mean, think about it. Lewis Hamilton's going to Ferrari, so it would just kind of be crazy to see him on a different team. I mean, hey, that spices up the grid for 2025, and that's something we all want. We all want to see something different. So I'm definitely not complaining about something new. But I am complaining that Christian Horner is not facing any accountability or discipline for what he's done, especially with people on your team, for anyone in general, but people on your team. That really ruins the dynamic and ruins our sport as we know it. This sport has been beautiful, and the last thing we want is people like him ruining it for sexual allegations and stuff like that. It's just not what this sport needs. So yeah, those are my opinions and thoughts on the drama this weekend. It's just kind of crazy to see all the things that went down, all the drama, waking up to all this Monday news. I really hope it gets figured out here shortly and we hear some updates because it's kind of nuts. And if we do hear updates and something does crazy happen, I will definitely be sure to update you guys and give you my thoughts and opinions on it. But with that being said, that's going to do it for this video. It's kind of short, but I just wanted to get that out there and just kind of get the news out there of what's going on with Max Verstappen at the moment and Red Bull's downfall. They're clearly a strong team after the Bahrain Grand Prix, but that can all change. Changes relationships, changes people, and so on and so forth. So we'll just see where that have to goes. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.